Instagram just released a massive algorithm update that completely changes what kind of content you should be creating, what new features you need to be using, and 3 other things I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video. Because if you adapt to these changes, it's easier than ever before for you to be able to grow on Instagram right now, even if you're a new account. In fact, I just created this account right here, literally gained over 35,000 followers in just 1 week simply by implementing the things I'm going to share with you in this video. And this creator was able to see the same thing, except they gained over 10,000 followers again in just 1 week. And you can have the same exact results no matter what niche you're in or anything like that, so long as you implement these changes. Change number 1 is you need to make sure that you're using the new link to a reel feature on Instagram. Essentially what this allows you to do is create binge sessions out of your Instagram posts. What does that mean? That when somebody watches one of your posts, they get recommended another one of your posts, and then another one of your posts, and then another one of your posts. And this is how you turn people into super fans or into just people that want to continue to watch your content. And this feature literally just came out, and by now you guys should know that whenever Instagram drops a new feature, the creators that adapt to it grow the fastest, get the most views, and ultimately end up getting the most followers, because Instagram loves seeing people adapt new features and they actually push out your content if you use them. So here's how you could actually use this feature. You need to come over to Instagram right here, and then what you're gonna wanna do is you're going to wanna click right here in order to actually post a video. We're gonna click continue on this one right here, which is just a random video that I had put. And then if we scroll down, what you are going to see is now link a reel right here. And if I click right here, I can link this to another reel, and we could see that I can then add a title on this reel. So I'm gonna say watch this next, and then this is going to allow me to link my reel that I just uploaded to this reel that's already been live. And you can use this in 3 different ways. 1, linking out popular reels. 2, linking out the next thing you think somebody should watch. Or 3, linking it to a pitch where maybe you're pitching an affiliate product or service of your own. Now, change number 2 is you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of trial reels. And I cannot emphasize enough how important this is. In fact, the reason that I gained over 35,000 followers in just a week was simply because of trial reels and what you can do with them. Basically, you should be using trial reels to do 3 different things. First and foremost, to test new formats and new pieces of content that you don't want to post on your main page, just throw it up as a trial reel. Secondly, you can repost all of your videos that have gone viral before as a trial reel with the call to action added to them. And then third, you need to make sure that you're using trial reels to A/B test things. For example, now whenever I record a video for Instagram, I don't only record 1 video, I record 2 videos, and sometimes I'll change the format, I might just change the hook, or change the length of the piece of content. One of them gets posted publicly, one of them gets posted as a trial reel, and this allows me to actually determine which one of the videos is best, which hook style best, which format's best, so that I can actually learn every single time I post something on Instagram. And the best part about trial reels is that when you post one, that content only gets shown to non-followers, which skyrockets the odds that you actually end up getting followers from it. So don't sleep on this. Ideally, you should be posting at least 1 to 2 trial reels every single day. And it just hit me that you might not actually know how to use trial reels. So here's what you need to do. Again, we could come over here. We can continue with this video. We're going to come over to next. And if you scroll down, you just click trial right here, and then this will get shared as a trial reel. Now, if we come back out here, I'm going to just discard this video because that was actually a YouTube short that won't get posted. If we come over to my page and click on reels right here, and then click here, we'll be able to see all the different trials that I have running. Now, this post right here is probably something that I'm gonna end up setting public. So you know what? I'm gonna set it public right now. Here's how you do that. You come over here, click on trial reels, and then click share with everybody. And then what this is going to do is now post that post to be public, and it will show up as the last thing that you posted on Instagram. So as we can see, now I have a post up here today, almost at 7,000 views, and now it's gonna get pushed to my followers. And I bet that by the end of this day, this video's got like over 10,000 views. Now, change number 3 is you need to make sure that you are only posting trending content. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you post content that isn't trending, what's going to end up happening is Instagram isn't going to give you the reach that you want, because what they want to see is that somebody else posted in that format or on that topic in the last 72 hours, and it also went viral for them. Now, there's an easy way and a hard way for you to be able to figure out exactly what's trending in your niche. The hard way is that you wake up every morning and try to figure it out manually. This might mean that you search through Instagram or just scroll on Instagram, try to get lucky, or maybe you go for a walk and try to have a good idea. All of those methods are going to end up failing, and what's really going to happen is you're going to have posts that do well sometimes, but the majority of the time they don't do well. And if I had to guess, this is probably what's happening to you right now. But don't worry, because there's an easy way to do this, and the easiest way to do it is by using today's video sponsor, Metricool, that makes it incredibly easy for you to find exactly what's trending on Instagram. So when you have Metricool, it's literally this easy to find what's trending. You're just going to come over here, click on Instagram. You're going to be able to scroll all the way down right here, and you'll be able to add a list of your competitors. From here, you can click on Post List All, and this will instantly show you everything that your competitors have posted, how many likes it got, how many comments it got, how much interaction it got, so that you know exactly what you should be posting and what's trending. On top of that, they have an AI description generator that will generate a description for you in the format that Instagram actually wants to increase your odds of going viral. And they also have a hashtag tool that lets you type in your topic and you'll be able to see the largest and best hashtags for that topic. And then finally, if you come into planning, click on Instagram, it'll show you the best time to post for your specific account. And that's exactly why I'd strongly suggest you go to the pinned comment below and get started with 30 days free access to any of Metricool's premium plans today with code Robert. This tool is an absolute no-brainer. It's going to help you spend less time creating content and go viral more often. And honestly, it just makes posting on Instagram a way easier experience. Now, change number 4 is you need to make sure that you have a call to action in your post, and it needs to be a strong call to action, and ideally it needs to be in one of 3 places, because if you don't have a call to action, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a post that gets 10,000 views. 100,000 views, 1 million views, and you're gonna come running back to my comment section or DMing me on Instagram saying, Rob, how come my post didn't get me followers? And how come I didn't get as many followers as you got or that your clients got? And it's because you didn't put a call to action into your post. You need to be asking people to follow you on Instagram. I cannot emphasize this enough. It needs to be in one of 3 places. First and foremost, it could be in the second line of your description after your hook. Secondly, it could be at the end of your description. And then third, and quite frankly, I think the most ideal place is you have it at the end of your video. After you've already provided somebody with value, you've already given them exactly what you wanted to in the post, you need to ask them to follow you. For example, in all of my content on my Instagram where I talk about how to use ChatGPT better, I'll say something along the lines of follow if you want to be smarter with ChatGPT, or follow if you want to automate your work with AI, something like that. And this increases the odds. In fact, it skyrockets the odds that I end up getting followers for my posts. And this is one of the biggest secrets that I'm currently implementing, and it's something you need to make sure that you are doing too, because like I was saying before, and I really cannot emphasize this enough, you don't want to be the person that doesn't get the followers that you deserve. In fact, if you have a good call to action on your content, you should be getting 25 to 50 followers for every 1,000 views that you get. If you don't get that many followers for that many views, it's a sign your call to action either isn't effective or you're just not using call to action at all. And it's the biggest reason you're not getting the growth that you want. Now, before I get into the last and most important change, I wanted to walk you through a bunch of different bonus tips that I had, and these aren't going to be bonus positive things, they're going to be negative things. In fact, they're going to be 3 things that you need to make sure that you're avoiding right now. First and foremost, you need to avoid publishing content that is less than 5 seconds long. Instagram is going to see this as spam. In addition to that, if you have photos inside of your reels, especially in the beginning, they're also going to mark this as spam. So please don't make the mistake of constantly having that type of stuff in your content, because it isn't going to help you and it's only going to hurt you. Secondly, you need to make sure that you are not one of those people that just posts on Instagram and doesn't engage with anybody else. You need to be sharing other people's content, liking other people's content, saving other people's content, and you need to make sure that you reply to as many comments as humanly possible that you end up getting. Because what this is going to do is increase the odds that Instagram warms up your account and doesn't think that you're a bot. Because if Instagram thinks that you're a bot, they're not going to push out your content and they're going to make it harder than ever before for you to be able to go viral. But if you simply just engage with other people, it increases the odds that they actually think and recognize that you're a real person. And then the third thing you need to make sure that you're not doing is ignoring reposts and ignoring memes. I cannot emphasize this enough. Most people on Instagram interact with reposts and memes like crazy. In fact, they interact with them more than any other post, and that's exactly why you need to be taking advantage of these posts. In addition to that, they're pretty much guaranteed to go viral because they're going to be of things that have already gone viral before in the past, and they're typically really short, and a lot of people end up sharing them, which are some of the biggest metrics that Instagram's currently looking for when they go to push out your content. And then the final and last thing that you need to make sure that you're doing right now is publishing your content from edits. I cannot emphasize this enough. Instagram's CEO literally came out and said that creators that publish from edits are going to get more views on Instagram. And the reason for this, again, like we started with the first and second feature, is they want to push out channels that are implementing their new features. And they literally spent years working on this edits app in order to be a competitor for CapCut. So if you begin adopting it and begin using it, it's going to increase the views that you get. Now, the easiest way to use this is not to learn a new editing software and try to relearn everything that you already do in other editing softwares. The easiest way to do this is to edit your content somewhere, wherever you're currently editing it right now, download it, put it into edits, make 1 or 2 small changes, and then publish it from there. You don't actually have to edit your content in there, it just needs to be published from there, and this is going to give you access to things like new analytics, an increase in reach, and so much more. Now, if you want to turn on easy mode right now for growing on Instagram, you need to work with somebody like me that literally knows everything that you need to do, no matter what niche you're in or how many times you failed before in the past. The same exact way that I just helped this creator grow, and I just grew my own account, literally 35,000 followers in 7 days. If you want results like that, well, please check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways we can work together one-on-one, and I can guarantee I help you grow faster on Instagram. That sound interesting? I'll see you over there.